Navigating the dark side of Habbo Hotel, gambling, real-world trading, and legal loopholes. Welcome to this video. I'm going to take you through a journey that's deeply personal and has affected me for years, my experience with Habbo Hotel. For many, it was a place to build, create, and socialise. For me, it became a gateway into gambling, real-world trading, and a world that's much darker than most people realise. With the release of Habbo Hotel Origins in June 2024, many of the same problems have resurfaced. I'm going to talk about how gambling bans, how players are still finding ways to evade rules, the growing issue of cryptocurrency in real-world trades, and much more. I'm going to share screenshots, videos, and my personal experiences to illustrate how deep this goes. I'm going to start with some of the good times. So back in Habbo Hotel, everything was about fun and creativity. I spent hours learning how to stack items using rollers and Z shells, building cool spaces where my friends and I could hang out. We were also into playing other games like Terra World Online, Garry's Mod, and later Roblox. We had a blast doing things like Valentine's Day events, playing Fall Inferno, and tuning into Havok's radio. I even hosted my own pirate radio station using Sam Broadcaster 2. These were some of my favourite memories before I got deeper into gambling. It was such an innocent time, but that innocence didn't last forever. Soon I was introduced to the darker side of Habbo, the world of gambling. My first introduction to gambling in Habbo came through one of the casino rooms, what we called Cinos for short. My first bet was a bronze coin against a player named Pabble in a 5-dice higher or lower game where I could win a club sofa, a rare item that was exclusive to Habbo Club members. That first win hooked me in. Gambling became my focus in Habbo Hotel. I wasn't there to socialise or build anymore. Instead, I found myself taking bigger risks. I even picked up my friend's in-game cafe, a place he had built, and I gambled it all in a casino. Of course, I lost everything. That moment still sticks with me, and I do feel guilty about it to this day. As I got deeper into the gambling world, I started playing in bigger games. One night, just before the 2014 gambling ban, I was hosting a poker game, and within 40 minutes, I had won 700 gold bars. It was an unreal feeling. One minute I was practically broke, and the next I had accumulated hundreds of gold bars, worth easily over £1,000. But what really hit me was when one of the players who I'd won from messaged me, asking for 100 gold bars back so they could pay for the driving lessons. That moment made me realise how far people were willing to go with in-game gambling, using the virtual wealth for real-life needs. Soon after that, Habbo Hotel introduced the 2014 gambling ban, and things changed. The 3 dice rule was enforced, meaning players could only use up to 3 dice per room, and to avoid detection, we also started using Palooza tents, hiding our games from moderators by keeping them invisible to anyone outside the tent, evading reports. It was all about evading the rules while still running casino games. The ban might have been enforced, but players always found ways to get around it. Eventually, I wanted to convert my in-game wealth into real-world money. That's when I discovered Player Auctions, a black market site where people could buy and sell Habbo coins, items, and even accounts for real money. What's crazy is that Player Auctions had better security than Habbo itself. I remember one time they called my home phone to verify a purchase, and I had to pretend it wasn't me because my parents answered. On the other hand, with Habbo, I would just run out of the house with a landline phone, dial the credits line, and get my credits without any checks, other than Linda and Johnny telling me to get the bill payer's permission. I've got a video showing how player options still operates today, where people can buy and sell Habbo coins and items for real money. It wasn't just Habbo where I got into trouble with gambling. Shortly after the 2014 gambling ban, I deposited my entire bank account into a site called eGaming Bets, now EGB. I was still underage at the time, but I didn't care. I placed a $560 bet on a StarCraft match, a game I didn't even follow, between Hart and Hyun, hoping to win. Of course, I lost a potential $810. I didn't know anything about StarCraft, and I had bet on the underdog without realising it. I ended up losing everything. I even tried to charge back the payments. I tried to forge screenshots, removing my lost bets and claiming the system made the bets instead of me, but the site caught on. They kicked me off the platform and closed my account permanently. I even received an email confirming that my account had been closed and I would no longer have access to the platform. It was a harsh lesson in the dangers of gambling addiction and how far someone can go to try and manipulate the system when they're desperate. In another screenshot here, members are trying to divert from talking about real-world trading. On Discord, however, it's a different story. There, players openly advertise real-world trades using cryptocurrency, bank transfer, and online money transfers. This video shows that the emojis are being provided by Prestige Habbo Trade themselves. They even have their own gambling bot, allowing users to experience the same all-in feeling and losing all of the money. These of course are virtual points, but this is early in development. In July 2024, Habbo Hotel Origins introduced a new gambling ban, similar to the one from 2014. Players who had been running arcade rooms and hosting casino games were removing dice and other gambling-related items. Soon after, a YouTube video titled "Gambling Bans Have Just Been Reversed" revealed that the bans were being lifted. Players received emails from Habbo support saying the ban on their account had been lifted, but that hosting or participating in chance-based games was still not allowed. The issue is that players who didn't even contact support had their bans lifted too. I've got a screenshot from the Prestige Habbo Trade Discord, where members are discussing how to unlock their rooms after being locked for gambling. The owner of the group, Nico, says it can be done with just a one-sentence ticket. I just wanted to make a video to show how easy it would be for someone underage to register an account, buy credits, and find a casino on the new Habbo Hotel Origins. So this 2-button selection is the only thing stopping a child from getting access to this app. There's no verification at all after this. If I press I'm underage, you're underage. Players under 18 can't enter. You are blocked. So let's close it. Let's try and open it again. Create again. This time I'll press I'm older. So, typing in a totally rubbish birthday, and after first being told that I was blocked, I immediately reopened the app, and now I'm being told to verify my email. So, hooray! After all that, I'm now a Habbo, and I'm now in the hotel. And if I go to one of these trading rooms, let's have a look. Prestige Games and Chill. GG's. There's some games going on in here. Let's see what kind of age verification there is for the Habbo Origins shop. Let's have a look. Buy 1,000 credits. Log in using those details that we just got. Another verification code. So verification successful. I'm now logged in to the Habbo Origins shop on the new account that I just made. And I can buy, pay, shop API. for credit card, I just put a credit card in or go straight to PayPal. And even on PayPal you've got the option there to pay by debit or credit card. If I just log in, let's say that I'm signed into my parents' computer on this PayPal account. PayPal have sent a text to the number associated with the PayPal account, and I'm entering the one-time password, but this just verifies that I have the device. It doesn't verify my age. Pay with my card on the PayPal account, $69, a button right now to complete purchase. One of the biggest issues now is the growing use of cryptocurrency for real-world trading in Habbo Hotel Origins. In the past, people traded real money for in-game items, but now players are even using cryptocurrency. It creates a massive legal loophole. When I've bought cryptocurrency in the past, I've had to go through a strict Know Your Customer or KYC process, providing an ID and verifying my identity, sometimes even holding up a piece of paper. But in Habbo, there's no such regulation. Players can accumulate virtual wealth and sell it for cryptocurrency, all without needing any ID verification. It opens the door for real-world trading to happen without any oversight, making it impossible to track or regulate. Although screenshots of users advertising buying and selling is a Discord server with around 500 members. When you compare that to Habbo Origins' official Discord, which usually has around 1,000 users online, it shows just how significant this black market activity really is. These trades are happening under the radar, and without any regulation in place, it's easy for users to sell in-game items for cryptocurrency and cash out anonymously. This is why I think KYC, or Know Your Customer, safeguards should be implemented. Similar to what's required when you buy cryptocurrency, there should be ID verification to ensure legitimate and safe trading. This isn't a new issue though. Back in the 2014 era, before Discord was popular, we used to use forums like Bobber Market for black market trades. People would offer services as middlemen to help protect users during trades, ensuring that both parties followed through with agreements. Today, that same behaviour has moved to Discord, specifically servers like Prestige Habbo Trade. Users openly trade in Habbo Origins items for real money and cryptocurrency, just like they did in the Bobber Market days. The platform may have changed, but the practices remain the same. The difference now is that with cryptocurrency, it's even harder to trace these trades, making it easier for users to cash out anonymously. Without proper safeguards in place, this leaves the door open for all kinds of abuse in the real-world trading market. After I posted about my experiences on Reddit, there were mixed reactions. Some people dismissed the issue altogether, others tried to shift the blame. One even said, "There's no underage people on Habbo Origins, there's barely even people under 25. I had to disagree, pointing out how platforms like Twitch and Kick have made it easier for new players to get drawn into Habbo Origins. These streaming platforms have given Habbo a new audience, and players can easily be drawn into the arcades just by watching someone deal in a casino and take in winnings." Another commenter said that my issue sounds like it was started by a parent/guardian and then continued by lack of oversight. While I agree that parents do play a role, I don't think this excuses the platforms themselves. Habbo Hotel needs to take more responsibility for the environment it creates. Safeguards should be in place to prevent underage gambling and real-world trading from happening. Of course, there were some dismissive responses too. One person said, "Get over it." But it's not that simple. Gambling addiction isn't something that you just get over, especially when it's tied to a game like Habbo. Real money, and now cryptocurrency, is involved, which only makes the stakes higher. One of the biggest influences in Habbo Hotel Origins is a player called D-Money. He's got a creator badge on his account and is one of the Twitch streamers who regularly shows casino content. What's concerning is that D-Money always talks about how the game is dying because players are getting banned for running casinos. It's clear that for some players like D-Money, the heart of the game is in its casino culture. When these casinos get shut down, they feel like the game is no longer fun or worth playing. I think this hints at a deeper issue, gambling addiction. Players dependent on the thrill of gambling, and when it's taken away, they see the entire game as dead. The next video shows D-Money's recent stream, where he's rewarding the first bettor on stream. Now, what kind of message is this reinforcing for children? Do they want to get shown on stream?
Let's be real, guys. Let's be real. Nobody expected Habbo to even last this long in the first place. Nobody expected it to last this long, so we're just riding it out. We're just still having a good time gaming. I'm having a good time gaming. And we'll see how long it lasts, bro. The last thing you want to do is just, like, lose all your stuff, and then the game starts popping off some more, and then you're pissed at yourself for losing all your stuff, you know? Hey, you never know. Core's coming to the first bet. I got you, bro.
The fact that D-Money and others are so focused on the casino culture in Habbo Hotel Origins shows just how embedded gambling has become in the game. It's not just about fun anymore, it's about the rush and the addiction that comes with betting and winning. When that's taken away, some players feel like there's nothing left to enjoy. I have here a screenshot of Nangs, who is the co-owner of the Prestige Habbo Trade Discord, betting recently another user in what looks like a two-way. Looking back at everything I've experienced in Habbo Hotel, it's clear that the game has a lot of unresolved issues, whether it's gambling, real-world trading, or the cryptocurrency loopholes. These problems still persist and affect a significant portion of the player base. With the rise of streaming platforms like Twitch and Kick, and the unregulated use of cryptocurrency for real-world trades, Habbo Hotel Origins has become a place where black market activities can flourish. If you're thinking about joining the game, be cautious, and to the developers and moderators, it's time to take responsibility for the environment you've allowed to grow. There need to be stronger regulations and better enforcement of the gambling bans, as well as proper safeguards to protect players from the dangers of real-world trading.